Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel here at Comic. Today in this video I want to introduce you to the Reolink Duo 3V, a dome camera that is vandal-proof, offers 4K resolution and provides a 180-degree field of view. This camera is intended for semi-professional use, meaning places where vandalism can occur. The dome is impact resistant, the housing is solid and it is firmly screwed in place so it can't be stolen. Whether the camera is really worth its price is what I want to show you in this video. So stay tuned because that's exactly what this video is about. The Reolink Duo 3V, the third generation of these dome cameras, offers a resolution of 7680 x 2160 pixels, so it has 4K in total, achieved through two lenses that capture a 180-degree wide view. The camera is extremely solid, it's heavy, it's weighty, and it's designed to withstand vandalism, so it can not only be used in private settings. Thanks to its IK10 certification, the camera is also suitable for warehouses, garage complexes, or industrial facilities. Depending on where you need it, the camera is powered via PoE, so both data and power flow through a single cable, and electricity. So you don't have to worry about the signal being interrupted by Wi-Fi jammers or anything similar. The camera reliably transmits over the cable. You can store the data directly on the camera, that is, on an SD card that can be installed. Or you can simply and conveniently store the data on your NVR, on the home hub, in the cloud, or on your FTP server, wherever you need the data and where you have control over it. And before I continue talking, I'll show you the camera up close and of course some footage I recorded with this camera. I'll also address the question of whether the problem with reflections in dome cameras, which often occur at night, have finally been solved. Let's find out. And here you can see the Reolink Duo 3V PoE camera in detail. This camera was specifically developed for professional outdoor use, and the focus is clearly on two aspects. First, distortion-free 180-degree surveillance, thanks to the two lenses. And second, an exceptionally robust housing with IK10 certification and vandalism protection. Let's start. Let's start with the field of view. Like other Duo cameras, the Duo 3 uses a dual lens system that seamlessly merges two video streams, that is, two lenses, into a single panoramic image. This results in a horizontal viewing angle of 180 degrees with a vertical field of view of about 53 degrees. So that's quite a large image. Many conventional surveillance cameras with a single lens offer a field of view of about 90 to 110 degrees. That means the Duo 3V covers nearly twice as much. You have no blind spots across the entire recording. This makes the camera an ideal solution for large areas like driveways, property corners, or even industrial facilities. This means it's also suitable for professional use. This camera is definitely interesting. You don't need two cameras or three cameras to monitor the same object or area. One camera is completely sufficient. With its 16 megapixel resolution, that's 7680 x 2160 pixels, you get a razor-sharp image. That's 4 times the resolution of Full HD and ensures crisp images even when digitally zoomed in. The camera uses a 2.8-inch CMOS sensor and a focal length of 2.8 millimeters. This is noticeable even in the dark. The high light sensitivity is a clear advantage, especially in low ambient light. For nighttime, there are two modes available. On the one hand, you have the classic infrared night vision with 6 infrared LEDs that illuminate up to about 30 meters. On the other hand, you have color night vision. This works with the 6 built-in LED spots, which have a color temperature of about 4500 Kelvin, and the brightness ranges between 540 and 840 lumens. That's roughly comparable to a modern LED flashlight. And another key feature is the IK10 certified vandalism protection. I've said this many times before, but what does that actually mean? The IK system classifies protection against mechanical impact. IK10 is the highest protection class and means that the housing can withstand a blow of 20 joules. For comparison, that's equivalent to the impact of a 5-kilogram object dropped from a height of 40 centimeters. In practice, hitting it with a hammer is enough to show you that no scratches or any other damage occur to the camera. Well, so the camera not only withstands wind and weather, but also targeted attempts at destruction, such as vandalism. Thanks to the massive metal housing, which also feels really solid, The camera is also securely mounted to the wall. In addition to vandalism protection, power supply, theft protection is also ensured here. Someone would really have to make an effort to destroy or steal this camera. The power supply is provided via a PoE standard. This means the camera is powered through the network cable. The data from the camera is transmitted to your network via the network cable. And at the same exact time, electrical power is continuously supplied to the system. On the other end, you can connect a PoE injector. That means network cable goes in here, cable to the camera comes out here, and the power cable goes in at the back. That's how the camera gets its power. This works very well. Alternatively, you can of course also use a PoE switch, which allows you to connect several cameras to a single device. It's important that the cable length should not exceed 100 meters. By the way, the camera also has two-way audio. You have a built-in speaker to make yourself heard outside and a microphone to hear what's going on outside. This works in the app on your phone and also on the client behind me, on the computer. Then there are the intelligent features. The smart motion detection reliably detects and distinguishes between people, vehicles, and animals. This means that when you look at the alarm recordings, you can specifically filter for people, vehicles, or animals. For me, that's an optimal time saver. If I'm specifically looking for animal recordings, I can leave out vehicles and people. I only search for animals. That makes the search much faster and easier. By the way, the time-lapse function is also integrated. This feature is becoming more and more popular. With the time-lapse function, you can set the camera to record over a specific period of time. From these individual recordings, a time-lapse video is automatically created. You're probably familiar with these time-lapse videos from house construction, sunrises, or the movement of clouds that drift by in time-lapse over several hours or days. This camera supports that. You can use the feature directly via the app or on the client. You can see the client right now behind me on the screen. I'm now going to register the camera on my network. How exactly to do that? You can see in the video I've linked for you at the top right. Afterwards, I'll install the camera outside in my garden and show you how to adjust the lenses, so that the area you actually want to monitor is being filmed, because it's not that easy to access the lenses. You have to take the camera apart to do that. I'll show you that now in the video and take you along. On the way to the garden, you still have the chance to give me a thumbs up for this video. Also, feel free to check below in the video description for more information. Let's head out to the garden. The Reolink Duo V3 I've mounted here on my junction box. Since the camera is significantly larger than the plate of my box, I had to attach it using a single hole. This is a temporary setup. If you set this up at your place, you should of course mount the camera properly and securely so that the camera can't just be stolen. The camera can be mounted directly to the wall using the 3 holes, and the cable runs out the back. The junction boxes I'm using are too small. If necessary, you simply need to use the larger boxes that are designed for these dome cameras. If you're interested, check out the video description. I've linked both of the original Reolink junction boxes for you there. One is the D10 and the other is the B20. You can choose whichever one you need. For now, I've aligned the camera horizontally, and through the intuitive and user-friendly application, I can now precisely set and direct where the camera's tilt should be positioned. I simply select the specific camera within my application interface and can then meticulously adjust and set the exact angle so that I have precisely what I truly want to clearly see captured within the picture. Additionally, I also have the option to change the rotation angle of both lenses. On the mount, there's even a scale where I can read the angle. Do you see it? You can precisely rotate the lens upwards, allowing for an extensive adjustment of up to 90 degrees from its initial position. Furthermore, the robust and versatile mount located directly behind the lens assembly is also fully adjustable, providing additional flexibility for optimal positioning. I believe this comprehensive setup perfectly fits the requirements. I can clearly and completely see the entire expansive area situated behind the subject within my camera's field of view, just as if it were right there in front of me, providing a full and unobstructed perspective. 180 degrees to the left and right. All I have to do now is reattach the dome to the camera. You see, it can't fall off, it's secured with a string. When you attach the dome, make sure the inside of the dome stays clean, so don't touch it inside and leave greasy fingerprints. You'll see that later. On the outside, I can always reach it and clean the dome. I can simply wipe it with a dry cloth. I've installed and aligned the Reolink Duo 3V, and now I'll let it run for quite a while. Let's see who I catch on camera here. Whether it's the marten, the fox, or the wild boar, I have no idea what will cross the property over the next few nights. What I'm especially interested in is the color night vision. With the RLC1240A, I had the problem that when the LED spotlights were turned on for color view, the dome reflected extremely. I'm curious whether it's the same with this model or if I can use the color night vision without any problems. If you're just as curious, then stay tuned, because we're about to continue right now. In the meantime, feel free to scroll down below the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you want to buy the camera, check out the Reolink promo link or the other links in the video description. Just open the video description and take a look there. The Reolink Duo 3V has now been running in my garden for quite a while, diligently collecting footage that I can show you. This way you can get an idea of the image quality both during the day and at night. However, there are two things you can't see there. I want to share those with you in the audio track. Point number one is the absence of spiderwebs. Yes, a tiresome topic for everyone who often works with surveillance cameras, especially at night. The infrared light that is emitted to create the black and white images naturally attracts insects, which fly around in front of the camera. And insects also attract spiders. The spiders build their webs right in front of the cameras. At night, the spider webs reflect this infrared light and you end up with them in the image. All you see are these spider webs and the reflections. Not very nice. I'm already working on a video to show you what you can do about the spider webs, but with this camera you don't have to do anything at all. Thanks to the dome shape, I haven't had not a single spider web in front of the camera. That's a really positive effect. The dome seems to absorb the infrared light, or maybe the spiders just can't find a proper hold there to build their webs. A positive aspect. But there is also a negative aspect to this dome, and that concerns the night shots with the bright light, white LED spotlight. The dome reflects the light that is emitted from the spotlight out of the dome to the outside. And whenever the lenses are not pointing straight ahead at a 90-degree angle, the light is scattered inside the dome and dazzles both lenses while filming. This leads to extreme reflections. I already had the same problem with the RLC1240A camera and found that it only works if the lenses are aligned at 90 degrees. Then the lenses are sealed off from the dome by the rubber gasket. That works. In my case, however, the camera would then be filming way too high. I don't want that. I deliberately want to film slightly downward, and that's where the dome shape has the disadvantage that I can't use color night recordings. Well, you have a choice. Either you completely do without this camera, that would be option 1, or my preferred option 2, you use only the black and white night vision. I think you've seen it in the example images. The black and white view is really very good. I was able to easily recognize the marten, the fox, and also the cats without any problems. Across the entire 180 degrees, there were no reflections at all. I like that, and personally, I also find the black and white view much better. The Reolink Duo 3V is quite a good camera. The daytime recordings have convinced me, and the black and white recordings at night also have good image quality. The color recordings at night, those are useless. You simply can't use them. Because of the reflection in the dome, you just can't see anything. If you absolutely want color night recordings, then you should rather look for a bullet camera. If you want 180 degrees, this is what you're after. Maybe check out the Elite X Pro or the regular Duo models. Everything you need for that can be found below the video in the video description. There, I'll also link you the videos of the alternative models. Who else is this camera suitable for? Clearly for anyone who wants to cover the widest possible field of view. If you want to film the house wall with 180 degrees to the right and left, you can practically see the entire facade, the entire sidewalk, the whole carport, whatever you want to film. For that, this camera is absolutely suitable. It's also ideal for mounting positions that are easily accessible, because the camera with its IK10 vandalism protection can be installed in such a way that no one can break it. You can't steal it, because that's exactly what it was designed for. These cameras were built. Other cameras then have to be installed a meter higher so that no one can reach them. And what do you think about the camera? Just leave me a comment under the video. Give me some feedback on this camera and let me know where you could imagine using it. By the way, under the video in the description, you'll also find the promo link from Reolink, who provided me with the camera free of charge. There you'll find links to the other cameras and to the accessories you need to set up such a camera system. If you like, just click on them and make a purchase. I receive a small commission to help keep my channel running. But you don't have any disadvantages. On the contrary, you can feel good because you've supported me. Thank you very much for that. And finally, a quick note, this camera will also be added to my giveaway pool. I'll be giving it away to my subscribers in the advent calendar at the end of the year. If you want to take part, give this video a like and, at the latest, subscribe to my channel now so you don't miss the next video. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Take care. See you then. Bye.